Minnesota's deer season begins next month, and the DNR is urging hunters to learn this year's new regulations. Here's what you need to know. Any hunter who purchases an archery deer license can now hunt with a crossbow. In previous years, only seniors and disabled hunters could do so. Members of a hunting party cannot tag a deer for someone with a youth license. Also, if a hunter harvests an escaped farm deer or elk, they are not liable to the owner, but must notify the DNR within 24 hours. Officials say deer numbers in our area are lower thanks to the snowy winter.
In northern Minnesota, our deer populations did face a second consecutive severe winter, and so hunters may see lower deer numbers in northern Minnesota. In response to that, we have lowered bag limits or continued to maintain low bag limits in this part of the state.
A reminder that CWD sampling is mandatory for all deer 1 year and older harvested in opening weekend of firearm season in designated zones, which does include the Grand Rapids area.